Hello everybody, in today's lesson we are going to be looking at 3D shapes and looking at the faces that they have. So the first thing that you need to do is go and find as many 3D shapes as you can in your house and collect them up. Try and find lots of different ones. So as you can see, I've got a cuboid here, I've got a sphere, I've got a triangular prism and a cube. So pause the video now and go and collect up some 3D shapes that you can find in your house. Okay, now that you've found the 3D shapes, we are going to have a look at each of the faces on those shapes. Now we're going to do this, I'm going to show you how to do this using paint. Some of the objects you found, your parents might not want you to use paint. For those objects, you can draw the faces instead. I'm going to show you both ways. So we're going to start with our cube, and I'm going to write on my piece of paper what the shape is to begin with. So I'm going to write cube. I'm going to take each of the faces and print them onto the paper. Now the trick is, if you're using paint, to not put too much on there. You just need a little bit, otherwise the shape doesn't come out very well at all. So you just put a tiny bit of paint on, not too much, just a little bit, and then go onto your paper and press down with the shape like so. Then take another face and do the same thing. And then take another face like so. And do the same thing on your paper. If you don't get a very good one, then you haven't put enough paint on, so you just need to go over that again. And the final face, there we go. So as you can see, a cube, I've done each of the faces on a cube, and we've got 6 faces, and each face is exactly the same shape. What shape are each of the faces? That's right, they're squares. So we could write next to it, each face is a square. There we go. So you're going to be doing that for each of your shapes that you found. If you can't use paint for some of the objects because your parents would prefer you not to, perhaps they're objects that you don't want to get ruined by paints, then you might draw those faces instead. So if I show you how to do that, here is our triangular prism. So I'm going to write down triangular prism. And I'm going to look at each face on the shape really, really carefully and draw what I can see. So here, the top of the triangular prism facing me, I can see as a triangle. So I'm going to draw that triangle really carefully. If you've got a ruler and you prefer to use a ruler, that would be really sensible because you can make sure that the sides are really straight. Okay. So then I'm going to turn it over and see what shape I've got here. So as you can see, this face here isn't a triangle at all, it's a rectangle. So I'm going to draw that really carefully on my paper. Again, use a ruler if you can. I'm holding my phone and trying to draw at the same time, so it's tricky to get straight lines there. It's really important that the lines are straight. Okay, so then I'm going to go to another face now, and you can see that that face there is a rectangle. It looks a bit like a square, but they're not actually quite equal sides there, so it is a rectangle even though it looks more square-like. Slightly smaller rectangle. And then the same again there. And then finally, I've got one more face, which is another triangle. Okay, so for my triangular prism, I've got 2 triangular faces and 3 rectangular faces. So I'm going to write that down as well. Okay, so this is a really good activity to do because for some shapes, you don't think that they would have the faces that they do until you really look at them or print them using paint. So have fun, and I can't wait to see what shapes you've managed to find and the faces that you're able to draw or print. Good luck, everybody. Bye.